Welcome everybody here to 80s Kids Wrestling, our Elimination Chamber review. A busy night in Chicago. Just overall, what would be the grade if you were schooling this as a teacher, grading this as a teacher? Start with everybody. What grade would you give it, Clint?
C minus.
Dusty?
A minus.
I'm, I'm right with you guys. I'll give it a B minus as well. I'm somewhere C plus, B minus. Men's chamber was a letdown. The women's chamber was really good. Becky and AJ was exactly what we thought it was going to be, and Punk and Finn over delivered.
Well,
Well,
my thing with Punk and Finn is where does Finn go now? Because it didn't do anything to build what we were kind of hoping it was going to build. And listen, I'm not crazy enough to say that I'm one of these fans, and by God, I should get what I want.
Yeah.
But you literally did nothing. So is tomorrow night, is Finn just going to be back in the back with a Judgment Day? Like, well, guys, I got beat twice.
Yeah. Playing video
he's
games
gonna be
again.
back there. Yeah, playing
Maybe if I
PlayStation.
bitch enough, I'll get one more title shot.
Hey, listen, they may just kick him out.
Yeah.
That might be the best thing.
Yeah.
They made him look really strong. I mean, if I'm Roman Reigns, those tweets he sent out.
Yeah.
The next time Roman's giving confrontation, do you think you got a fucking shot against me? And Finn almost had you beat. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I give it a C minus because I guess I'm supposed to know who the guy that came out of the box from AEW was.
Yeah.
But it
I didn't know who that
literally
was from nobody.
All I could think was, remember when the WCW brought out the Kiss guy that looked the
Yes.
demon?
Yes.
Demon Kiss. Yeah.
I said, what the fuck is this?
All right. Yeah, we'll get into that, but
I wasn't expecting Chris Jericho to come out or anything,
right.
But I was kind of maybe expecting maybe Chris Jericho's jacket hung up.
Yeah.
Or something. Seth saved the show.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't as let down as Randy winning it because I did feel good for Randy.
Yeah,
we
knew that was,
and maybe
we knew that was
maybe
coming.
it was just I was so fucking relieved that Cody didn't.
Yeah.
But go ahead, we can get into it to start, and I'll get to whatever rants I got.
Let's start with the women's chamber match. It's kind of hard to top what they did a year ago. I thought last year's women's chamber match was excellent, but I love the pacing of it. These girls went at it the whole match. It was nonstop. There wasn't any 6 bodies laying on the ground at one time. There was something constantly going on. I love the double through the one wall through the other spot. I thought that was pretty good. Had a couple of all of our most hated, everyone just stand there and let a girl fall on you sort of thing. We all hate that, but Raquel looked great, looked pretty strong. And
are you just talking about her wardrobe malfunction?
Well, there was two. There was 2 wardrobe malfunctions.
It was.
Yeah. I caught Raquel's. I did not catch Kiana's until I saw it on X this morning. But I thought overall that was a really good. It was better than the men's. It was a pretty solid match overall.
I don't think any of us were shocked. I think every one of us picked Rhea because
best case scenario.
I don't know where else you could have went. Since you don't have Bianca Belair, I think the best chance you had was Rhea. But let me tell y'all something. In my opinion, Raquel stole that fucking show.
Yes, she did.
I thought she was the MVP of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Justin.
The only thing I really didn't like.
Ed.
I'm awake, fucker. What I didn't like about it was the double pin on Kiana and Asuka. I thought that was kind of stupid. They could have done that a little different. I don't know what about the whole Miss thing in Alexa's face. Like, I mean, are you trying to set up something there? I don't know. It looks like Asuka does more tag teaming than she does singles matches anymore. Maybe they're going to try to do something there. I don't know. But all in all, I thought it was good. I do agree. Raquel did look the strongest. I just didn't like the double pin. I thought that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the mist either. Which Oscar was the weak part of that match, and she
I
did
thought
a
she was very weak.
yeah, she did do some good things. She did potato the hell out of Tiffany Stratton. I mean, even to the point
On her head.
you see where she went
Oh yeah,
like she did
yeah,
not mean to do that. I mean, because I
yeah,
heard it and I went, "Whoa, man, that sounded a little too real." That her immediate reaction, I was like, "Yeah, she
sure,
potatoed her pretty good."
yeah,
I'm like you, Dusty. I don't mind the miss because I think that's one of her things. Very great Muda like, but you knew Alexa Bliss wasn't winning. I felt like
Yeah,
he could have screwed somebody that we might have thought had
hmm
a chance to win,
yeah,
or
yeah. I
or hit
mean,
somebody,
yeah,
But yeah, I thought that was a little because nobody, us or in that arena, thought everybody knew Alexa Bliss wasn't winning. So I didn't. I felt
yeah,
like it was a waste.
yeah,
it was a spot that was wasted. She could
yeah,
have sprayed
Yeah,
Raquel,
hmm
even Rhea
yeah,
for that matter. You know,
yeah. Kiana looked pretty good. Tiffany was they were both were probably the most active. Everybody again, there was not a uh boring moment in it. There
no,
wasn't
I thought it,
there wasn't, the typical wide shot, there's six bodies on the ground. There was someone moving.
I
There's
thought
something going on the entire time.
the word I come up with was just a smooth match.
Yes, absolutely. I felt the same exact way. Absolutely.
write it down. March the 1st.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Kiana James will be in a main event for a women's belt at SummerSlam.
Okay. Okay.
Because she can fucking work. She's hotter than a $2 pistol,
Yeah.
and she's fixing to get a push.
Well, you watch tomorrow. AJ Lee's coming out. After winning the Intercontinental Championship, somebody's going to come out to the ring and spoil her day, her moment, and maybe it's her because whoever AJ Lee fights next is going to get the belt.
Yeah. Will, what
So,
did you think of since you are a resident women's wrestling expert? What did you think of the elimination chamber?
oh yeah, very entertaining. I was pulling for Tiffany. I know she's already lost her title to Jade, and it wouldn't make sense for her to rematch Jade. But I was trying to go against y'all in my pick, and I had picked Tiffany, and
Yeah.
she got close, but
Yeah.
didn't quite get
They
there.
made her look strong. They
They
kept her
did.
strong.
They did. Yeah.
But I hope from what we're seeing out of her, and I'm hoping they're just when Chelsea Green comes back, I'm hoping that's something that we're going to go with because they're
Yeah.
starting a little feud there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Well,
Yep.
after that, guys, the Intercontinental match, AJ and Becky, Dusty
Yet.
already not liking that.
Well, yes, I don't like it. I told y'all the prediction was AJ, and listen, we watched it last night. Becky Lynch is just not good anymore. I don't know what
That guy
happened.
going to come after you. You
Yeah,
better
he
watch your
is.
mouth.
I hope
Yeah,
he
he
does.
is.
I want him to come after me because AJ Lee hadn't wrestled in 10 years, and she looked just as good as Becky. I mean, I thought it was a shit match. I thought it was the worst match of the night. And I think Will's right. The next woman that comes out tomorrow night on Raw is going to be our next Intercontinental title for on the women's side. But we predicted it. I thought it was good being in Chicago. They kind of paid that off for her.
Mhm.
But I read somewhere today they're like, well, where do we go with Becky? Who cares? Don't care.
Well,
Yeah.
on that, you said it. I know we had one comment that couldn't believe we were. If Becky's so fucking good, why is she holding the small belt?
Thank you.
Right.
Why was she not in the elimination chamber going for the big one? If she's so good,
Mm-hmm.
that small belt's what some of these younger people are supposed to be making a story for,
Right.
not what she's holding.
That's what that
Now
belt's for.
I've got a bad feeling that they're going to run this motherfucker back, and we're going to see it again at WrestleMania because AJ Lee
100%.
she's not going to be a full timer.
No.
And Becky is, and they're probably going to give it back to her. What I hope we see, so we don't get the 1-on-1, is some kind of 3-way, 4-way match.
That'd be a lot better. Maybe
And
put Kiana James in
Becky
there.
not get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're saying have her in a match, just don't give her the title, right?
yeah, if she wants her, she wants her payback, whatever. But what I was looking for in that match was somebody. If the whole story, fuck, Michael Cole said it 10,000 times that Becky's going to outwork her because she's just it's been 10 years since she's had a one-on-one match. I was kind of wanting to see Becky to do more technical things and AJ to be more of a brawler, and it just kind of to me was just I don't know. It wasn't.
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but it's okay.
To Dusty's point, to the smaller belt, right, where she's had 2 feuds with Maxine and Lyra since she's gotten that belt. Has she elevated those 2?
No.
That she's supposed to be the veteran.
That's what she's supposed to be doing.
Up
she's supposed to be putting these girls over.
And
helping them.
It's
look
not
better.
helping them. No, they've come out worse out of those.
Let me say this: Lyra Valkyria is 10 times better than fucking Maxine.
I know,
but I still don't want to see her fighting for a title again.
Yeah,
no,
not anytime soon.
I think the only other person I think that may jump in this hunt, and I think you can pay her off just because of her longevity and what she's meant to the women's division. That's Natalya, or if you want to call her Natty or whatever. I could see her making some kind of intercontinental title run maybe for a couple months. Maybe set up her and AJ Lee for a WrestleMania match. But I don't know. It just
I'm with
like
you guys.
I keep saying the women's division is I'm hoping getting better now or going to get better with Rhea.
Natty's 75 years fucking old. I don't want to see her going after that. I don't want to see Becky going after that. I want to see young talent. I want to see new young talent going for the Intercontinental title. Not
100%.
Not fucking has-beens.
We're talking about damn Triple H and Michael P.S. Hayes and Pritchard. They're going to fuck it up.
I didn't say we was going to get it. I just said that's what I want.
Well, guys, after that, we get Punk and Finn, that by far the best match of the night, and by far maybe the best entrance of the night. I did not see them breaking out serious by the Alan Parsons Project, and I do got just one small critique. I wish he walked out to that music instead of just walked to the back, because they could have done that, the end now, and then he comes out and he sits down and does the pounds it. It's clobbering time. Then it hits Cult of Personality. Just my one critique of it, but man, the start of it when it goes black and you hear the music and the place just goes bananas, because that was of the 4 matches of that night, they were the most into that match. They were into AJ because even though she's not from Chicago, but that's now her hometown. And they slowly built into the women's match. The women got that crowd into that match. They were not in it to begin with, but they slowly got them into it. But they were red freaking hot for Punk and Finn.
Well, yeah. I mean, go ahead, Clint.
Well, no. I was just going to say, I think it shows that even at his age, I think we should all just be impressed how Punk can basically put on with anybody and put on a good match and make it worth. I mean, can you imagine the WWE right now if we didn't have CM Punk?
It'd be worse than what it is.
And could you imagine Monday Night Raw?
Oh, it'd be terrible.
So yeah, I'm with. Listen, that to me, that's why I got a C+. That to me, that was the only match I liked all night was that match.
Oh yeah, I mean, I want to go back to the entrance as it's sitting there waiting, and then all of a sudden when I heard it, listen, I went back to mine and Clint's childhood. I know you're not from here, AJ.
Yeah.
But I went back to mine and Clint's childhood of what Michael Jordan has meant to me and Clint through our lifetime. Yeah. And when I heard that, and my son was in there with me, he's like, "What is that, Daddy?" And I said, "That's the greatest entrance of all time."
Yeah.
And of all the wrestling that we've watched and all the entrances, we can go back to Shawn Michaels coming down the zip line. We can come to Stone Cold and all the vehicles that he's drove the ring, or Triple H, what he's drove to the ring and all that. That one right there meant more to me than I think anybody else's.
Yeah.
That was just awesome, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with the Bulls on WGN. My sister loved the Bulls, specifically Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was her guy. But
Right.
so I know all about that. Like I remember you be eating dinner, you be messing around in your room, and my sister would have the game on next door. You hear that music, you're rushing into her room to watch the introductions.
Sure. And what I thought was cool too, they showed the little I don't know his attributes and CM Punk's, and that's his first time ever wrestling at the United
Yeah.
Center.
He's appeared there before, but he's never
Appeared,
wrestled.
yes,
Yeah.
but he had never wrestled
Never
there. Yeah,
wrestled there. Yeah.
I thought that was.
What
I
is the
thought that
what is
was.
the what's the old place in Chicago
It's
that
not, well,
had such good acoustics that Stone Cold that WrestleMania 13 was in?
it's
What?
where DePaul plays. It's actually,
I'm
I
look.
know I could drive you there right now. I just don't know the name of it because they tore down the old Chicago Stadium to
Yeah.
build the United Center. But it's where DePaul plays. The place
Okay.
for just having like one tenant, and they do have minor league hockey. It's pretty big.
They call it
That's
Wintrust Arena.
the
Wintrust
Rosemont
Arena.
Horizon.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, it's a
Now,
suburb of Chicago.
well, you talked about that. Let me just say this. You said that we're waiting and waiting, and then that music hit. I looked it up today. An hour and 20 minutes worth of wrestling. Okay? It was a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
That shows how much wrestling we didn't get.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In a 3-hour show with 4 matches, there was 120 minutes of wrestling, and the rest was not. And somebody said, and they said, well, you had the whole, what's the fucking AEW guy we've introduced? What's his name?
Dan Allen.
Dan Allen. That took 6 minutes. So that wasn't it either. It's running all this bullshit backstage and all this, we could have watched that in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Arch
Only
Rose
like
ate, Arch
5 or
Rose ate Papa
6.
John's pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had like 5 or 6 4-minute timeouts.
Yeah. Yeah. But the match was incredible, though. I mean,
oh man, they done a great job. I talked to AJ this morning.
Yeah.
About it. How Finn kicking him in the face. And like I told AJ Clint at the end, when Punk was kicking him in the face, he was giving him a couple of potatoes right there, just to let him know, hey, you busted my mouth open pretty good. But thought it was a great match.
Yeah, the chemistry between those two is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
They just the way you can tell they're just veterans and they're pros. They know the stage that they're on. They know what's at stake, the world heavyweight title, and they know just how to build a story. And they built it so well. A couple little bumps in the road here and there, but these are two older guys. Punk's almost 50 at this point, and Finn had that one slip up, but you can tell just how good of pros they are. It was just okay, the slip up, move on to the next thing. Didn't matter.
Yeah, that slip up was a lot better than LA Knight slip up in the next match.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
All right. Well, before we get to the chamber, we found out it was Danhausen, a guy that's comedy act on the independents and in AEW, was a guy coming out of the box. And when they opened up the box and it turned into a musical act, I'm like, this is the gobbledygooker on steroids. Like, not only in steroids, like Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds breaking records, steroids. Like, number one, you don't do that for professional wrestling. Number two, you sure as hell don't do that in Chicago. And they decided to do both. Like, my head has been spinning all day, and I came up with at least 150 better ideas to introduce Danhausen, and they picked the worst idea and the worst way to do it.
I don't have a lot to say about it, so I'll go real quick, Clint. I thought it was probably the dumbest shit I have ever seen in professional wrestling. And we've seen a lot of shit over the years that were dumb and stupid. But that by far was the dumbest shit I have ever seen. And it was on a pay-per-view. And I know I didn't know who the guy was, and that's on me because I don't give two shits about AEW anyways. I think it's a shit product. So I don't know where WWE was, what they were thinking, or where they're going with this. We might not see that dude again for 6 months.
Yeah.
Now, if I try to be optimistic on these things. If I had known who he was, I still would have thought that was really, really stupid.
Mhm.
If I had known who he was, if I was a fan of him, which I don't know that but everything I've read, everything I've watched today, he is a comedy bit.
Yeah, he's like devious. He does little things to just enough to piss you off, but kind of
But
in a funny way. But this is
but
so completely out of his
but
character. It just made no
but
sense.
but to that, with him, clearly everything I've seen, he's not a big main eventer. He's
No.
not a go-to guy. So if you're bringing him on as a comedy act, this is where I need WWE to realize why you drive us fucking crazy, because we literally just watched an Unreal where you about fired R-Truth. But you bring this motherfucker on and make us watch this shit in a pay-per-view? But you can't pay R-Truth to crack us up?
Yeah.
It's just little shit like that whoever it's got Bruce Pritchard wrote the fuck all over it.
Right.
but whoever weeks ago said this is how we're going to introduce this guy. We're going to put him in a box and bring him out. For that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, who was thinking that? I don't understand how they could have thought this was going to be anything other than the payoff of what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yet.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who had the visions of grandeur on this bringing him out, but whoever that fucking guy is needs to be shit canned right now.
They should have fired him last night when they opened the box.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you see the video, like all them girls trying to get under the ring to hide when the lights come on. I mean, what the hell?
Hey, listen, Dusty, he put a curse on WWE now. Pay attention.
Yeah, he sure did.
Little does he know the motherfucker's already cursed.
Yeah.
I was fixing to say he didn't do nothing but make it even worse.
Yeah. And what a hell of a segment right before your supposed main event. I mean,
that's another thing if we're going to talk about.
Timing was so bad.
That's no kind of build up for shit. And then you put that on right after the best match of the night.
Yeah, you do that, and then the crowd. You take the crowd is hot. And they're like, okay, we just got this awesome title match. And now we're going to find out who's going to face Drew at WrestleMania. Then you give them this. You pissed them off before anyone made an entrance. And then those entrances, okay, we'll just get into it. I didn't watch it live. Dusty, you didn't watch it live.
I did.
You did watch it live.
Okay. I did watch it live.
Okay.
I watched the whole show live.
Clinton, you watched it on delay like I did, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, the Danhausen thing happens. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, God, man, there can't be much time left. And I hit the screen and it pops up how much time's left when whoever, I can't remember who was making the first entrance. And I'm like, there's 28 minutes left in the show. This is a chamber. You got to at least give it 40, 45 minutes. There's 28 minutes left of the show. And the first damn guy's walking down the ring. And then they all took forever. Cody Rhodes is by far the worst. Randy is old, was lost a step. Probably the quickest was LA Knight. I think he was the only one. I was like, okay, yeah, okay, get me in the pot. We got to get this thing going. But everyone else took their sweet ass time. Get down the damn ring.
Well, and you should work your show better where the entrances could be more.
Yeah, take Danhausen out of it. Give it them the time. It was right there.
You could tell that the entrances live when they were coming into the chamber, it was so fucked up at that point.
Yeah.
You could just tell, like, everybody looked kind of weird.
Yes.
If y'all see what I'm saying, like, it just looked weird when everybody was coming in. Like, I get the whole trying to tone them and whatever, but it just looked weird. And like Javon Evans, he climbed up to the second section on the outside of the cage.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And then came back down. It's like, dude, you can't stand on top of that thing.
And then he climbs up on top of the two cages and bangs up there like a damn, I don't know what, a craze, whatever. Like, I don't know. It was just The start of that, the entrance was weird to me.
Yeah. It felt the whole match. There was a lot of stopping and going. It was like, okay, we're going to get these spots in, then everyone's going to lay on the ground for a minute and a half, and then we're going to
Oh,
get back up and do all these different moves. I mean, God, it looked like, to your point, Dusty, it looked like every time there was a tight shot on somebody, their head was spinning. Like it felt like they were editing on the fly.
mm-hmm.
That's what it
It
looked
looked like
like.
it was the first time they practiced that match.
Yeah, or it's like
So,
they had somebody went long, which again, this is a ESPN pay. It's not even a pay-per-view. It's a PLE. You gotta have a subscription. I don't know if ESPN told them 3 hours hard cut, but those vignettes took forever. The Danhausen thing was you could have cut that out. You probably could have taken some time out of AJ and Becky, and probably that would have been able to help them have a better match if you're going to do just a hard 3 hour
mhm.
cut and cut some of these backstage segments, or not completely cut them but edit them to like, okay, boom boom, R-Truth eating Papa John's, 30 seconds on to the next thing, and keep this thing moving. But like to the biggest one, and I rewatched it today because I told Dusty when I saw him this morning, when LA goes to hit the rope spot, he gets up on that second rope and he did not look right. Not that it just, and the more I've watched it a bunch, it looks like he's looking in his head going, am I supposed to be doing this right now? Like he's trying to think to himself, like he's looking around and he's like, something doesn't look right to him. Something doesn't feel right. And watching it back, quote unquote, live. I went, oh, this doesn't look good. He's not going to hit this. I knew he's going to botch it the moment he hit the second rope, and he probably needs to take that out of his repertoire. The one that he used to do, where the guy lays in the middle of the rope, he does the LA Knight, hits the ropes. It's just
Almost like a rock bottom,
or
or
it's
at
that
people's elbow.
or the
Mm-hmm.
or the John Cena, except just with a big jump and elbow. I think that's better than the rope spot because you have less room for error, if you know what I mean. Like it's just easier to execute, and plus you
Sure.
get the same reaction out of the crowd. I think that's probably what's going through his head. But
I bet that's what he does from here on.
yeah, I hope he does. And here's the sad thing about it. I know a lot of people on social media are focusing on it, and no excuse. He shouldn't have botched it. Just shouldn't have done it. If you take that spot out, if he just does his normal elbow thing, you could make the case he was one of the strongest guys in that match.
Yeah, well, look, you let a guy that's not even supposed to be in the match eliminate three goddamn
Three
people.
people.
I was just fixing to get to
Three
that.
people.
Why are we having all six
Yeah.
guys in the ring at one time? There was no eliminations before all six guys got in the ring.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back to what you were saying. I don't think anybody knew what the fuck was going on.
No.
I think it was a shit match. I mean, it was a disaster from the get-go. I mean, it's pretty bad. The best. Go ahead.
Well, no. I was just going to say, clearly, with the surprise of Seth coming back, they're not done with this Vision story, because you wouldn't have brought him back to do this to Logan Paul or screw Logan Paul or Austin Theory, because them motherfuckers wasn't even in the Vision when he got knocked out.
And by the way, where did Austin Theory go? When like Seth Rollins comes in there, and again, that was probably the best spot of the night, and then the Drew part of it at the end. Like the ending was great, what they did there with the ending. But Paul Heyman, Austin Theory were both there. Then when Seth walks in, where's Austin? Where did he go? Did he chase the other guy?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Was he down there chasing the guy, the other decoy guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was just standing beside Paul, but no, I might have been wrong.
I just have a hard time believing that he's coming back to do that to Logan Paul and Austin Theory when those aren't the two that you need to be going after.
Yeah.
And it sucks that they're hurt, but
yeah. I mean, Logan wasn't bad in the match. I mean, but was he good enough?
Fuck, that made him look like $1 million.
I know he wasn't. I mean, I thought his work was pretty good. Randy did exactly what Randy was going to do. He was going to get some spots in. He was going to allow guys get some offense, and then he was going to roll out of the way and let everyone else do their thing. And then Cody in a way kind of did that too. Cody and Randy were the two left standing, and were probably the least active in that match. The other four kind of carried it, and Trick didn't really impress me at all.
Listen,
Javon about broke his legs
Sure,
on
sure
yes,
that
did.
spot.
yes, he sure did.
Yeah.
And listen, this deal with Trick Williams, they've got to do something with his move set.
Mm-hmm.
He has 3 moves, and that's all he's got.
Yeah.
And it's not good, in my opinion.
It's not clean, is it?
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, he's not a clean wrestler at all.
Yeah.
It feels forced.
And
Yes.
when him and Javon got together, and you would think as many times as they've worked together on NXT, it reminded me of what you used to do on a trampoline when you would wrestle. They literally were bouncing, like, okay, you go over here and go, like they just bow. I'm like,
Yes.
guys, you're supposed to simulate a fight here, a fight on a canvas, like freaking act like it. do those sort of things. It just, I think we're all in agreement. There was an original plan before the Bronson Reed injury. The Bronson Reed injury happens, and they probably came up. I think Randy was going to go over regardless, even before the Bronson Reed injury. But I think how that match was laid out, they probably finalized it. It felt like a half an hour before everyone walked out there.
Oh, absolutely. You could tell from the get-go. It was just, and it's bad, and I understand that. And here's the thing. We all understand that injuries are going to happen in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And for them to not have a you always got to have a backup plan. Always.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we could tell on last Monday night when that injury happened to Bronson Reed, and they had to put it on Jey Uso right then to win that match, it went to shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know how they recover with the vision.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how long they're going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do with Seth? I don't know that I feel like they didn't bring Seth back too early.
Right.
I know he's ready to come back, maybe come back in some, I don't know what you could have done with him, but I feel like they brought him back too early. I did like how they ended. I did like all that, but I think he come back too early because, like you said, Clint, evidently the beef with the Vision's not over. But he's only going to have beef with guys that wasn't even in there when he was there. So what are you doing?
I mean, I guess you could do it to where he's just trying to screw Heyman,
right,
for leaving him. But I don't want to see it.
No.
I 100% agree. Listen, if you want to bring Seth back for WrestleMania to sell some tickets, I get it. But this wasn't the storyline. If he's beat, he should have waited till Braun Breaker came back to screw them over.
Right.
Or at least have him come back at Mania or something.
Well, here's my thing. Is he back, or was that just an appearance? Like, is he going to be there tomorrow night?
Yeah. I mean, you would think
I don't think he's back. Excuse me, AJ. I don't think he's back to wrestle. I think he's back to put asses in the seats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
they had 16,000 there last night.
Yeah, and at times it sounded like 1,800.
Yeah, the women's match, there wasn't a lot going on. I mean, we thought the match was good, but there wasn't a lot going on in the crowd. The Becky AJ, you could have heard a pin drop. I think they pulled one of them stunts where we say, "Oh, we're going to go piss or we're going to go smoke a cigarette or whatever."
Yeah,
that's that match. So I think that Seth still isn't cleared to actually get physical, like take some bumps. Yeah. I think he's there to put asses in the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm anxious to see if he'll be there tomorrow night.
Yeah. And then, Drew coming in and interfering and the way Randy ended it. And then, kind of the way Randy was moving around, like, yes, he's happy. He's going to get the title shot. He's going to go for number 15 and kind of that, kind of looking at Cody like, holy crap, what did I just do? That kind of back and forth, like that confliction that was going on. I thought that was really good. And Dustin, when me and you talked this morning, I think the post show,
that was the best part for me.
Post show was an A++. That was better than the whole pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had the whole Nick and Drew, damn near throwing hands in the back. Mm-hmm. And then Nick comes out on the post set, says, he's sick of it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Friday night, Cody gets his rematch.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to see that turn into a triple threat match at WrestleMania?
Now, listen, y'all were giving it A pluses. To me, it's one of the big reasons of my C minus, because to me, in my head, all that said was, well, Randy's getting in, but we're also going to have Fatu and Cody in this in a fatal four-way. And you know what that means?
I'm thinking.
That means next year when you put out the Elimination Chamber, get fucked, because it doesn't mean anything. If that's the case, what the hell did Randy just go all that shit for? If hell anybody can get in it.
Yeah. Why in the world did him and Cody not just walk out and say, triple threat, us versus you? Why did he have to RKO him?
Yeah. So
I get it.
Yeah.
So
but
that's why
I'm with you on that one,
Clint. Because I feel like that's what it's building up to. They're not. Yeah.
You can't leave.
I told you guys, I do not feel like they're going to leave Cody Rhodes out of a championship match.
And if Cody Rhodes is involved, you can't leave Fatu out of it, because that gives him nothing to do for WrestleMania. So,
well, I mean, it's the day before. See, I'm so fucking mad I can't even speak right now. Damn, Drew screwed Fatu. See, Fatu's coming after Drew. So
see, that's where it's going to happen on Friday night. Mm-hmm. Them two's going to be in a match. Jacob Fatu's going to interfere. He's going to whoop both their asses on Friday night, and then Randy's going to come out more than likely and try to defend his main event spot at WrestleMania against Drew. Set up, I'm with you. Set up a fatal four-way, but then you can't just have a regular match.
Right.
Let's put it in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
We're doing another elimination.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a bad shit show.
But, well, look, if you're going to let, at some point before he retires, if you're letting Randy Orton get one more belt to have 15, then give him a one-on-one match and let him do it at WrestleMania. Okay? Because from what I understand, he's on his countdown now.
Yeah.
And he may not have another WrestleMania in him. So let him do it. There's so many other matches and stories we can tell. We said it the other night. By God, if Fatu's not in the main event, I know he's a SmackDown guy, but the next time Brock Lesnar comes out and issues open challenge, I guarantee you that motherfucker should be the next first one to answer it, because he ain't gonna back down from nobody.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
You can put Cody and LA Knight in a match.
Yeah.
You can, you guys do remember that there was a time back, especially in the 80s and the golden era, where we just had people that said, well, this would be a good match. It didn't have to have it didn't have to have years worth. Your bigger ones did. But, I do. To me, they're in so much of a panic right now. Yeah. I think we're going to get a 4-way match on night one for that SmackDown belt. Mm-hmm. And I got a bad feeling LA Knight's going to be left out of WrestleMania altogether.
Yeah, because
I told AJ this morning. Yeah. I think this botch, and I'm going on you guys here. I know y'all love him, but he's done it again. I think the best WrestleMania moment this old guy's going to get is a match with Logan Paul.
Well, look, we've all, what it's like. We've all played ball. You kids have played ball. You know what it's like to play for a coach that if you make one mistake, you're coming out, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of pressure in the ring.
Yeah.
Because that's basically probably what he did.
Exactly.
And he probably knew it as soon as that foot slipped. He was like, whip.
Yeah. And it was in the same corner that Finn slipped in during the match. And in a way, it's so unfair to the guy, because you clearly, this, like we all said, everyone's head was spinning. They probably put this together very last minute, how this was going to go down. Everyone just looked so confused at times. And then he has one slip up where, other people can get a longer leash with that. And he has one slip up, but still, if it's Gunther Brock, that's a great match. If it's LA Knight and Logan Paul already have great chemistry after their US title match at SummerSlam. I mean, that promo work that they did leading up to that match was great. I don't mind running that back at all.
Well,
Now they put that SummerSlam match was one of the best matches in the last 5 years.
Yeah, no doubt.
right. Well, here's the thing: if y'all are thinking that we're going to see a fatal four way with four of the biggest stars in the game,
Yeah,
we don't have no matches. That
exactly.
mean they
Well,
got to put people
and
in
that's
matches.
what tells me they're going to screw up Brock Lesnar's open challenge. It's going to be against somebody he's probably going to squash.
Yeah.
That Gunther, who the fuck knows what he's going to be doing,
He's
but
going to
he'll
fight
be
Dragon
there.
Lee.
And I'm just listen. If they thought Elimination Chamber was bad and the booze are going to get better, you charging people goddamn arm and a leg to go watch this bullshit. If I had goddamn Jeff Bezos money, I wouldn't go watch this shit right now.
Hell no. Could you imagine spending 40 grand for a week in Vegas and this right here is what we're talking about you're going to get?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, hell, guys, we ain't even talked about and I'm going to rip the women. We ain't talked about the women's matches that we're going to get at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them later on down the line. I don't feel like talking about that shit right now.
What do you guys think we're going to see tomorrow night on Raw? The Raw.
I think CM Punk opens the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he'll cut a promo. I don't think Roman's not scheduled to be there, is he?
I think he comes back next week.
Next week.
I know it's one of the.
It says he's there. It says he's.
Oh, okay, so he will.
Says he's supposed to confront Punk.
Okay.
I think Roman's there this week.
Okay.
And Brock's next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew Brock was next week, so I know we're.
Yeah.
He won't be there tomorrow night. Then that, so I think we'll see CM Punk open the show, get the crowd going. Roman will probably interfere that. They'll have their little confrontation. Probably won't be no hands thrown, and then from there it'll probably go to shit.
No. Yeah, I think Seth has to come out. I know the Vision's gonna. And
you've got
yeah.
I'm sorry. You got Intercontinental Championship match tomorrow with Dom and Penta. Do you see that changing hands tomorrow?
We could only hope.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Penta's their number one workhorse. Clint's been saying it for 6 months, but they still won't pay him off with an Intercontinental title over Dom, I'm sure.
So I'm sure you noticed that Finn Balor kept looking towards the dressing room during his match, like expecting someone to come.
Yeah.
Yep.
And nobody came. So I think he's going to turn his back on Dom, possibly, maybe even interfere with Dom and help Penta win this. So,
I love that idea.
I love it.
Yeah.
Please.
Is there anything
some kind of action?
Anything else, Will, that they've promoted yet?
Gunther and Dragon Lee.
Who cares?
So is that something like Rey Mysterio is going to help out Dragon Lee, and this is going to set up a Rey Mysterio retirement match with Gunther? Is that where that's? I just wonder if that's why Dragon Lee is getting involved. That it's going to somehow lead to a Rey Mysterio retirement match with Gunther. Anyway,
it could.
It could. Yeah, you're probably right. I was hoping Ray would go.
His
out.
retirement match should be his son.
Exactly. Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. It needs to be Dom. No belt involved, just a straight up wrestling match. And Ray don't even have to lose that match, by the way. He can win it and still retire.
Yeah.
Also, tomorrow night, Becky Lynch is going to be unhinged about that official that supposedly screwed her. If you're looking at Twitter today, she's tweeting out something every 30 minutes about that referee that screwed her.
Well, okay, that's another BS storyline. Why is an official a part of the story in professional wrestling?
Never been that way except in WCW.
Like, is Jessica Carr going to fight her? Is this going to be a match? Like,
she's not a wrestler, is she?
Exactly.
She's just an official.
Yeah, I don't.
I think Becky's just running that whiny thing just as much as she can, just to send out tweets. But I think we'll definitely see Punk and Roman. I don't think it'll be at the start. I think the start will be the Vision coming out and calling out Seth, and Seth come out.
Yeah. Now you think he gets in the ring? You think he stands at the tunnel?
I think he stands up top and talks shit. But I think we get Punk and Roman at some point. You've got to. I'm hoping, not to just keep sounding like the LA Knights poster child here, but I hope, you know how he can save this. Do you really know how he can save this? He gets on a mic and makes fun of himself. That's how you do it.
Right.
You get on there and you make fun of yourself for slipping off the rope,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
and then just play along with it and go on. Now that motherfucker may not even be on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, he might be on SmackDown. Who knows? I mean, because who's he going to go after if he goes after Trick? Trick's on SmackDown. He can't.
He could go after Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul low-blowed him and put him out.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 100. That's 100%.
Here's another thing. Just from the botch, he grabbed his leg.
Yeah.
I just wonder if the low blow just wasn't enough just to get him out of the match.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm worried about. I haven't seen anything today about any kind of injury or anything, but if you think about when you rewatched it, AJ, if you think he grabbed his leg.
Yeah, he came down very awkward.
And it was very awkward.
And then the first thing he does is a stomp and then does that. He moved around okay, but he did get out of that ring in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. After that botch, it was pretty much over that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen a couple things where people think they audibled when he hit and he landed on that. So you could be right, Dusty. It might not be that they're pissed at him for the botch. It could be he's hurt.
Could be.
And that could be one of the worst things that could happen to WWE.
Put another log on that fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anything else? You guys got any predictions for tomorrow night?
No, I'm afraid it's going to be a shit show.
Triple H will put out a tweet sometime tomorrow. It said it'll be epic.
Yeah. Epically bad.
That would be my prediction. Is Triple H comes up with some kind of stupid ass tweet between now and an hour before showtime, and then we'll play it around lunchtime.
Yeah.
And it'll be probably the most dumbest shit we've heard in 2 or 3 weeks that come out of his mouth. I mean, they're trying to I didn't want to mess up the post show yesterday. That's why I didn't come out. Shut up.
If Seth is available and thinks he may wrestle by WrestleMania, I not only want to see him come out and answer the vision, but I want him to come out during Punk and Roman because he's got beef there.
Right.
He didn't lose that belt. He had to give that belt up.
Yeah.
He took that belt from Punk, and then he had to give it up because he got hurt. And he beat both of them a year ago. So you know he's going to have shit to say about it.
Yeah.
So
damn, man. I get it, dude. I love it. But shit, we can't have a triple threat match and a fatal four-way match at WrestleMania with all our guys. That's 7 guys.
Yeah. Well,
we're going to have 2 matches per night.
That's why you run it back for a belt this time between those 3, and then you let Randy and Drew have a one-on-one match.
Oh, they got to.
And you put Cody in a one-on-one match with somebody. You put Fatu in a one-on-one match, possibly each other. Yeah. And you actually build 2 wrestling cards.
Yeah.
Yes, you build 2 nights of actual card. Yeah. But I don't think WWE knows what that means anymore.
No.
And then we get people commenting on our shit about Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. Come on, man.
Well, she is, goddammit. You shouldn't be so damn negative about Becky. She's the greatest thing we've got working right now.
You're about as dumb as that dude that commented, then.
You damn negative Nancy. Hellfire.
Well, guys,
She's so good that we got to have her in Intercontinental reign, not the big belt.
Yeah.
Well, guys, another fun PLE review here, and we'll be back at it tomorrow night, taking a look at what could be and what we're predicting to be another epically bad Monday Night Raw. So for Cletus, the big guy, and myself, we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Epically bad.